Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are going to be using the Pythagorean Theorem in a word problem here. So this is going to be coming from CPM. This is course 3, and this is section 9.2.5, number 9-30. So it says, Anne lives on a shoreline of a large lake. A market is located 24 kilometers south and 32 kilometers west of her home on the other side of the lake. If she takes a boat across the lake directly towards the market, how far is her home from the market? So we'll draw a little diagram to see this. So we'll start at home, right? So she's at home and she's going to travel south, right? Just remember her, north is up, then south, and then this is west, and this is east, right? Okay, so north, south, west, east. So if that's going south, she's going to go 24 kilometers. So I'm going to label that. Then she gets, after going south, right, directly south, there would be a 32 west. So that's going this direction now. And that would be 32 kilometers. And then right here is the market. So to go to the market around the lake, it's 32 or 24 south and 32 west. So it wants to know, though, what is the, if she was able to get on a boat and go directly to the market, that's what the distance I want to find. Well, what do you notice? What did I just draw and create? This is a right triangle, right? Because this is directly south, then directly west, creates that 90-degree angle there. So to find this length, I would use the Pythagorean theorem, right? And so Pythagorean theorem, remember, is leg 1 squared plus leg 2 squared is always equal to the hypotenuse squared, right? And the hypotenuse is your longest side. It's the legs always create the 90 degrees. Okay, the legs always create the 90 degrees. Then another form of Pythagorean theorem that you may remember now is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, where, again, you have your legs are your AB. So this would be A, this would be B. And then your C is your hypotenuse. So we use that formula to figure out lengths. So I'm going to just plug in my numbers. My A squared would be 24 squared plus 32 squared, right? A squared plus B squared equals that C squared. So doing that math, my numbers here real quick. So 24 squared is 576, and 32 squared is 1024 equals C squared. And so when I add those up, I'm out of room. I'm going to take this over here. I get 1600 is equal to C squared. So, but I want C. I don't want C squared. So I want to know what squared, and squared means what? Squared means C times C. What two numbers multiply, what one number multiplies itself to be 1600, right? If you can't see it, if it's something that's not obvious, then you can always use the square root key. So the square root key, remember, is on your calculator. It's that symbol there, that little blue one. That's that square root, taking the root of 1600. Okay, so the square root of 1600, opposite of squared. Oop, you weren't seeing the key. So that little key right there. So second, what I hit was second, and squared. That gives me that little square root key. Okay, and then I end up with 40. So my C then, my length from here to here, is 40 kilometers. And that's how we figure that all out, using Pythagorean theorem to figure that direct length. Okay, there we go.